Good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you McNary's graduating class of 2020. Good afternoon and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Eric Jesperson, principal of McNary High School, and welcome to McNary's 55th commencement exercise. On behalf of our district, the Salem-Keizer School Board, the school's students and faculty, it is my pleasure to welcome parents, family members, and friends of the class of 2020. Would everyone in attendance please join our graduates in standing for the national anthem? Today's performance was done by Ingrid and Gretchen Dunn and Lila Seitz, who sang and arranged this piece.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the
Before we begin this afternoon's ceremony, I would like to ask for your assistance with today's program. At McNary, we are proud of the dignity and seriousness with which we conduct graduation. In order to make this ceremony as enjoyable and as respectful for all families, I ask that you please silence your cell phones so that our graduation is uninterrupted, and in your seats so those behind you can see. And thank you for please not entering the field during or after the ceremony. McNary families are wonderful social creatures, but this year we need to do it from a distance. Help us demonstrate that today's event marks a joyous but serious milestone in the lives of our families. We want to enjoy the afternoon by honoring the efforts of our students in a way that shows respect for them, their families, and our school. These proceedings are being filmed by Capital Community Media and can be viewed on their local access channel. Please consult your TV listings for times and dates. Today, we're honored to have two very special guests participating in these commencement activities. I'm pleased to present to you our school board representative representing Kaiser, Mrs. Danielle Bethel. And the level director for elementary schools for Salem Kaiser Public Schools, Mrs. Heidi Litchfield. Finally, I'd like to acknowledge and thank the tremendous efforts of the members of the graduation committee who put together today's events. Corinne Jackson, Todd Layton, Ashley Gruber, Lexi Johnson, Dan Borson, Jim Litchfield, and students Ashlyn Hamilton and Marissa Ortiz. Thank you all. Graduates, I want to express to you how incredibly proud I am for you reaching this milestone. Today we gather, believe it or not, 63 days, a full 9 weeks from when we were originally supposed to do this. Obviously, a few things have happened between then and now. In that time, student leadership officers, faculty, community volunteers, administrators, teachers have worked through a myriad of plans that have been altered, adjusted, and modified more times than I can count. I want to thank everyone who's played a part in helping put this event together. If you see a McNary employee today, please go up to them and thank them for helping put this event together. We had over 40 volunteers from our staff that have been here throughout the day helping us out. To our parents, guardians, family, and friends, I want to thank you for your amazing support and grace with us as we've had to deal with an ever-changing landscape. You've raised wonderful and resilient kids, and we appreciate you and want to honor them in a meaningful and respectful way. Seniors, we are all fully aware that these last few months are probably not how you envisioned your high school career would end. These past few months have been historic and unprecedented, and it seems like just yesterday you were walking through these hallways in the building to my left, wide-eyed and not knowing what's going on and maybe perhaps a bit nervous. But the world and your experience through that world has changed, and I believe there's been great opportunity with those changes. We live in a world that has been disruptive and unpredictable, and I think that's a good thing in some respects, because you, as this graduating class, have an opportunity to paint on the canvas of this brave new world that we live in. You have an opportunity to make an impact, perhaps more than any other graduating class that we've ever had walk through this campus. Chaos and disruption can be unsettling, that is true, but it also forces us, all of us, to re-examine how we do things. And that's when we get the good stuff. That's when we get great ideas, inventions, and that's when movements are born. Fortunately for all of us in these uncertain times, this is perhaps the most impactful and fruitful group of seniors we've had at McNary High School in our entire history. And our society needs you. We need leaders like you to build, to do, and I believe that this world-class group of seniors has all the right ingredients to make us stronger, smarter, and better. I want to thank you for all the contributions that you've had here in our school, on our campus, and in the community of Kaiser. I feel blessed to have had the opportunity to serve as your principal. Our first task this afternoon is to honor our valedictorians. Would the two following individuals please join me on the stage? Aisha Brown and Graciela Cortez. These two outstanding students embody an impressive breadth of knowledge and skill, and they've demonstrated a strong dedication to their academic success and have made us tremendously proud. These co-valedictorians pursued a rigorous course of study, including accelerated courses, earning college credit, participating in advanced placement credit through examination, while maintaining a perfect 4.0 GPA after 8 semesters of high school. Congratulations to the both of them. Aisha Brown, please step forward. And Graciela Cortez. Congratulations to the both of you for your dedication and work that you've done throughout high school. Please have a seat. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce today's student speaker. Joe, would you please join me at the podium? I've known Joe Alvarado for all 4 years of his high school experience, and Joe is just one of those kids that every time you see him, he's got a big smile on his face. You can see his big smile right now, right? Perhaps it's there behind that mask of his. Joe is a bright ray of sunshine in our hallways and in our classrooms. He's been involved in student leadership for the past 4 years. He's also been involved in the AVID program, and he has been a beacon of positivity. And at this time, it is my honor and pleasure to introduce him and have him speak to you today as this year's senior speaker.
Good afternoon, Celtics. To all the families, friends, and staff who are here with us today to help us celebrate this enormous accomplishment in our lives, the day we've all been waiting for, graduation. I think that on momentous occasions in your life, like graduation, you should always give thanks. So let me start there. This day wouldn't have been possible without the support from our families, friends, and teachers. Our families have been with us through thick and thin, bringing unconditional support, encouragement, and motivation, helping us be prepared and being organized for what leads us along our path. Being there for when we needed to talk, helped us learn a difficult subject. They saw us succeed, and they saw us fail. But what makes us mostly proud of our families is that they have stuck by us at our best and our worst. Friends, you have either been with us since elementary or met along the way, being there for when we needed to talk or on making decisions, pushing us to strive for ourselves, but to also remember to have fun. Now our teachers, they've been teaching us from elementary the basics in learning, like math, language arts, English, history, to where over the years we've gone more in depth on why it's important to learn these subjects. Thank you, all of you. Your job wasn't always easy. We fought you at times. Many of you were there for us when we needed a kind word and grace, or pushing us to try and achieve our very best. Now us, the graduates. It wasn't an easy year, but it's also a year in which we're remembered in school history. The coronavirus might have cut our year short, but that didn't stop us from enjoying our time we had left from September. We had the normal high school experience. We went to dances, events, and preparing for our next steps in life. That didn't stop us from making the best from a terrible situation. We met the challenge head on and together. This chapter in our lives has closed, and the next one opens tomorrow. Whether you're entering the workforce, going to college, or a trade school, we start our own path of success, making goals for the future, and seeing that our experiences from McNary was true, and we're partially responsible. McNary's mission for its students was true. It allowed us to be bold, to be nurtured, to be educated, and inspired. But most importantly, we are Celtics now and forever. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. This year's senior class has selected a keynote speaker that is a member of McNary's faculty and has been with us for a few years. He's someone that the students had indicated is somebody that's really behind them when times are tough, and he's there to support them. And he's also there to celebrate them when they've had success. The thing that I thought was so impressive in hearing about how they explained Mr. Kirkwood, our guest speaker, is that they believe that he saw them as a person, not just a student, and that he was there to be a mentor, a leader, and a friend. So without further ado, please welcome our keynote speaker, Mr. Bill Kirkwood.
Hey guys. Well, congratulations on making it here. We are so proud of you. And thank you so much for asking me to speak today. It means a lot. Some of you might remember that your first day of high school was also my first day as a teacher. So in some small ways, I almost feel a part of this class. In a sense, we all grew up together these past 4 years. Now, I've only been given a few minutes to speak, so forgive me, but I'm going to go quickly, as I'm both arrogant enough to believe that what I have to say is important, and naive enough to believe that you're all going to remember it. Let's just quickly summarize this past year by saying a lot of bad stuff happened. So looking forward to better times, here are 4 things I hope you remember. Number 1, no matter how much bad has happened, there's still good in this world, and it's worth fighting for. The world we live in is full of paradoxes. We can have tragic experiences and joyous ones. This world can be an ugly place, but it's also beautiful. In times, or years, where everything goes wrong, and nothing turns out the way you were hoping to, don't forget how good things can be. See the bad for what it is, and fight to change it. Number 2, you have a calling on your life, a path for you to follow. Each of you does. Find it, and have the courage to follow it. To help you in this, read a book. Read about people from the past. If you're a praying man or woman, pray. Meditate on it. Ask people who are older and wiser than you for help in this. And if you don't have any mentors in your life, I happen to know a place that has a bunch of old people who know you and care about you. You're always welcome here. What is your calling? Where's your path leading? Find it, and then go do it. Number 3, when you're on your path, be humble. You're going to make mistakes. Like a hiker on a trail, sometimes you find that you've taken a wrong turn. Pride can keep you from admitting those mistakes. Pride can trap you going further down the wrong path. It's okay to start over. If your job turns out to be a poisonous one, don't be afraid to go find a new one, or even go back to school. If your marriage is in shambles, don't be afraid to get help. Go to counseling. It takes courage to be humble, and humility will enable and empower you to progress to the place you want to be. And number 4, there was a conversation I had with my dad when I was in my early 20s. Dad started talking about his father, Grandpa, who I knew well and was close to. And Grandpa had just died. And I think my dad was processing it all. Like all people, Grandpa had some great qualities, but he also had some painful ones. My dad named those good and bad qualities, and then told me how he's worked to keep those good qualities as he's parented me, and how he's tried to guard himself from repeating Grandpa's mistakes with him. The talk essentially wrapped up with essentially a confession from my dad. He knew his faults and failures, and he owned them. And he told me to carry that legacy forward. Keep those good things that he's done for me, and guard myself to not repeat his mistakes. And I want to invite each of you into that specific moment. You know your story. You know the legacy you're inheriting from your families and experiences. What are the good things that you want to keep? And the not so good things that you would want to change? So to recap, 1, there's good in this world and it's worth fighting for. 2, there's a calling on your life. Go find it. 3, stay humble. And 4, keep the good things from your past and don't repeat the bad. I'm so proud of you. I'm impressed with the young men and women that you've become, and I'm excited to see what you do with the life that's been given to you. I believe in you, and I'm really going to miss you. Congratulations, class of 2020. I bid you all a very fond farewell.
Thank you, Bill Kirkwood. We are now at the part of the ceremony for which we've all been waiting, the presentation of diplomas to the graduating senior class of McNary High School. At this time, would you please help me welcome our faculty reader that will help us distribute the diplomas, Mrs. Dawn Reichley.
Do you need to see the list? All right. Gilbert Para. This- Noah Martinez. Matthew Irwin. Joel Knight. Ivy Wasden. Aaron Gonzalez. Montse Falcon. Elena Escudero. Luz Chavez. Vanessa Acosta. Nayeli Gonzalez. Jessica Lopez. Bernice Gonzalez. Damaris Salvador Vega. Adriana Cruz. Giselle Machado. Alejandra Anaya. Paige Brooks. Leandro Cisneros Olivo, sorry. Juan Martinez. Brian Ortega Torres. Yolani Cardenas. Zamaria Hernandez. Tucker Richardson. Aaron Yeldig. Luis Jaramillo. Zuriel Renteria. Erika Cervantes Arellano. Karina Paniagua Ramirez. Nancy Mendez Vesquez. Hemsa Sid. Michael Della Durante. Hayden Gillette. Joel Dutcher. Eloisa Moreno. Lisbeth Vallejo. Annika Titus. Neftali Jimenez. Yaneli Santos. Jessica Shea. John Chavaria. Aisha Brown. Nadia Lopez. Graciela Cortez. Alejandra Figueroa de la Rosa. Christopher Racine. Yay, Chris. Jesus Castro. Julia Groves.
Thank you, Don Reichley. Will Ashley Hamilton and Marissa Ortiz please come up to the podium?
Class of 2020 graduates, please rise.
To mark our graduation from high school and as a symbol of all of our accomplishments,
You may now move your graduation tassels from the right side of your mortarboards to the left.
congratulations, Celtics, we did it.
Now let's join together for our final class cheer.
Ladies and gentlemen, and honored guests, please stand and join me in congratulating the McNary High School graduating class of 2020. Graduates, we congratulate you on your accomplishments, and guests, we thank you so much for your support that you provided over the years. You've shown tremendous resilience and perseverance through one of the most challenging ends ever to any school year. Now we ask for your help with following the next couple of directions on how we exit. Because we have to prepare for another graduation session, we ask that graduates in a moment please exit the south side of the stadium next to the ticket box out into the parking lot. As soon as the graduates have exited, then we would like to have our guests in the stands please follow them. I would like to note that for those families that ordered a yearbook and have paid for the yearbook, that is now available at the blue tent on the west side of the building. Graduates, again, congratulations. I'm so proud of you, and have a wonderful day.
Support for Capital Community Media's Salem Kaiser Schools high school graduations is provided by Les Schwab Tire Centers, where doing the right thing matters. Experience the Les Schwab difference at your neighborhood Les Schwab Tire Center, or visit us on the web at leschwab.com. And by Salem Health Hospitals and Clinics. Also sponsored by Salem Auto Body and Paint Works, experts at getting you back on the road and repairing RVs, boats, semis, and power equipment. Phone 503-378-7595 or online at salemautobody.net. Thank you.